Hey everyone. Okay, so welcome back. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm not even really gonna try to talk about, the the quarantine because obviously we're all doing it right now and I don't feel like hearing about it anymore. Just stay inside, wash your fucking hands, and try to avoid leaving the house as much as possible. Please take it a little seriously. You don't have to run around with masks, but just take it seriously, because we're not trying to stay home for longer, and that's already happened. Okay, please stay the fuck home. you know um if you're running to the store for 2 seconds to get something, that's fine, whatever, but don't be over here fucking having parties with your friends. That's really fucking stupid and you're screwing over everyone else. Please stop. But anyway, I'm trying to avoid talking about it though, because my last video that I just made about oh, how will quarantine affect twin flame soulmate unions for anyone who felt that they were about to come back together, but things just happen how they're meant to happen. But I feel like the general public, that y'all probably just tired of seeing stuff about quarantine, whatever. So yeah, I'm just gonna do more of a general reading. So I felt really drawn to do just a live shuffle, and I'll still put timestamps on it so you can skip this whole intro if you want to, whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna do a you versus them type of thing regarding your connection with your twin flame, soulmate, divine connection, significant other, person that you're just thinking about a lot. Keep in mind, not everything has to be a twin flame soulmate thing. I heard one reader who was talking about the thing that shall not be named. She was kind of talking about she was saying how some people in the twin flame community on YouTube are total frauds and everything. So I just want to address that low key and be look, here's the thing. Not everybody gonna be your twin flame, okay? Go based off of what you feel. If you're over here oh, I don't even think this person is my soulmate, my twin flame, whatever, and then you watch one YouTube video and the person's oh my god, this is love of your life, they're gonna talk to you next week. Don't buy that shit, okay? Don't. This is why I don't give date specific times. I only, if it feels like it's a twin flame situation, which that's what I mainly read for, twin flame, soulmate, divine connection, so it tends to pop up because I do love readings. Or if I see a signifier or a major arcana or four of wands, whatever, then I'll be okay, this could be a twin flame connection, whatever. But trust your own intuition and your own feeling and how you see this person, and don't just think, oh, this is my soulmate, my twin flame, because a reader told me that. It's really just more affirming what you already feel or what you already know. Burp. Ooh, confirmation. Burp confirmation. For those of you who are new, that is what I do, burp confirmation. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to be all preachy about it, but I'm just saying, I didn't watch a YouTube video and go, oh, this is my soulmate. I know who my soulmate is because I went to a psychic years ago, and I didn't ask. She just randomly told me, you're gonna meet your future husband in college, and they're your soulmate, whatever. And then I started seeing signs when I met them, So that's how I know, but it's not and then I kind of forgot about the reading, and then I watched some readings and they were oh yeah, this person, you're whatever, and I was holy shit, that's the person, but it wasn't I was just oh, I have a crush on this person that won't give me the time of day. Oh my god, you know what? This reader that doesn't know me at all and did a general reading said it's my twin flame, my soulmate. Oh my god, it must be true. Don't be stupid. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't be stupid. And, watch the videos because they're entertaining, get more insight on a connection you're already aware of, but don't let a reader tell you how your love life is going. Because I feel that just fuels a lot of codependency and, toxic cycles. If you really feel oh, this person's your twin flame or soulmate, awesome. But if you're not sure and you're doubting it, but you just happen to be picking the right videos that are telling you otherwise, that's when you have to use your own judgment, okay? So that's why I emphasize this is about all connections, because this could just be about someone that you like. This could just be a crush that you have, whatever, someone you're attracted to. It doesn't have to be a deep connection. It can be a twin flame or soulmate. It can be just one of your soulmates, a divine counterpart, a significant other, whatever. And even it could be someone that you see yourself marrying, but they don't have to be your soulmate though. They don't have to be your twin flame. It could just be someone that you do want to be with, but then there might not be a spiritual connection, okay? So yeah, keep that in mind. Oof, we're rambling on for 5 minutes. Anyway, let's go. So thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna start with pile number 1, okay? So let's just move these off to the side. I don't know why I just felt the need to do that whole little rant right there, but like I feel like that was meant to be said to someone. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. Those who choose pile number 1, the evil eye bracelet. Let's channel their energy versus their person's energy, okay? 2 cards each, 1 for mutual energy, okay? Pile number 1's energy regarding this type of connection, however the connection is, wherever it's going. Pile number 1, let's target their energy regarding this connection with their person. Okay, a little bit of mystery happening. All right, let's just get some more cards before I continue. Pile number 1, regarding their connection with their person. Okay. So the High Priestess and the 8 of Swords. All right. Interesting. Let's get mutual. Let's just get 1 card for mutual energy between pile number 1 and their person regarding this connection, however this connection is. Okay, we have the Strength card. All right, now let's look at their person. 2 cards, please. Their person regarding this connection. Ooh. The Devil card. 1 more, please. The Hanged Man. Okay, yeah, you have a lot of major arcana cards. So this is what I'm saying, how I'm like, not everything has to be twin flame, soulmate, whatever, but there seems to be something of significance here because we have a lot of major arcana cards except for literally 1. So I feel like, I'm going to look at more cards before I really go in, but I feel like there might be some lower vibrational energy on this person's side. This could be your side, some like doubts or something. I feel like there's a lot of like this whole part right here. There's a lot of like devil energy. There's a lot of like maybe codependency, conflict type of situation, okay? Now let's pull from, oh, by the way, this is the Vice Versa Tarot for any of you guys who are new. And thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, so that's one of my main cards I use. And now I'm using the Shadowscape Tarot, which has like these cool like fairy type of like mystical looking people. Okay. So yes, thank you, Spirit. So let's just clarify some of these cards for pile number 1. Let's clarify their side. Okay. Note that whenever I get a card on its side, I keep it like that. I do not turn it. I leave it alone. So we have the 2 of Pentacles on its side. I'm just going to put that there. Okay. Let's clarify the 8 of Swords for pile number 1. The 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify the mutual energy. Oh wow, this one just wanted to come out immediately. Okay, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, that is some, soulmate energy. That's nostalgia, past life stuff. Okay. Clarify the Devil card for their person's side. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Okay. And the World on its side. Interesting. It's like, it's almost like mirroring sides. Okay, I'm gonna move these cards though, because they're kind of getting in my way right now. Spirit said, fuck it, we'll do it live. I never shuffle live, or I barely shuffle live because it takes so much time, but y'all get the timestamps anyway, don't matter. If you hear friends in the background, I just like to add some ambience so that people don't hear me just talking to myself for like a good hour or so. But yeah, so thank you, Spirit. Let's just get some, clarity on what kind of connection this is with pile number 1 and their person. Any day now, Spirit. Ooh, okay, flirt. Okay, yeah, I feel there could be some sexual type of energy here. wedding, oop. And I oop, okay. Interesting. I'm not even sure if I want to use the Angel Answers card, at least not right now. Maybe at the end of the reading. Okay, so let me look at this for a second. So, I am getting like a little bit of like a fuzzy type of energy here. Like, it's almost like not quite knowing what's going on. Not quite understanding, being left in the dark about something. I feel like, let's see. This could go one of two ways. Like, this could either be how your person sees you, pile number one. Like, they could see you as this very mysterious person, as if you know something, and they're just trying to figure out, like, what do you know? I feel like it's almost like, ooh, sexy, mysterious type of energy. But otherwise, I feel like if this is just your energy, which that's really what it is, I just feel this sense of confusion and not really knowing what to do regarding this connection, and you're just like, what is this? Why do I feel this about this person? It might be kind of new, because look at that. Look at that jump. 0 to 100, flirt, and then wedding. Like, what the hell? Like, two completely, like, total end of the spectrum cards. It's almost like y'all probably had just met each other, and then you just felt this really strong connection with them out of nowhere. Okay, that's kind of what I'm getting. And I kind of seen that you could have recognized them from past life, because you have so many major arcana cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you also have like the 6 of Cups. You have 2 cards about, like, you know, psychic type of energy. So there could be some type of telepathic communication going on here. Okay, now with the 2 of Pentacles on its side. Let's see, prioritization. Prioritizing something. There might be like some back and forth of being like, I don't know, like, do I put this person first? Should I talk to them? Maybe trying to figure out, like, oh, should I message them, or should I wait for them to message me? I don't want to annoy them. I don't want to come off as desperate. You know, if I always message them first, then, like, you know, like, and they're not messaging me, that probably is a message. Like, there's just that type of feeling, and I do feel that type of energy being stuck, because I feel like you probably were the one that always talked first, that always made the effort, always, like, you know, flirted with them or something. And they probably always accepted the flirting, but they didn't really give it back. And I feel like that just led to a lot of confusion, and you're just like, okay, I don't want to come across as, like, desperate or whatever. I need to know if this person actually likes me back, because if they don't, then whatever, I'll leave them alone. But, like, you know, so I kind of get this feeling of, like, almost like you're actually sitting on your hands right now, you know? Like, maybe, you know, keep in mind these readings are timeless, but, you know, if we're talking about this current circumstance, which I don't even want to talk about, but I got it if it comes up, I feel like you're almost like, if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? Oh, fucking Christ. Yeah, you... That's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I feel like, given recent events, or whatever, it just depends whenever you watch this, but you might have moments where you're kind of feeling a little lonely, and it's like you do want to talk to them, or you want to look for an excuse to talk to them. But, oh yeah, you know what? I mean, like, you know, there's like a whole pandemic. Like, maybe, like, I could text and be like, hey, you know, just checking to see if you're doing well, whatever. But then you stop yourself, because you're like, no, fuck that, I'm not doing that. Like, I feel like you're getting very much in your own head, and you're like, I don't even know if I should do that or not. I don't know if I should talk to them. I'm gonna leave them alone. You know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. This could be a coworker, I feel like, or maybe someone that you met either at work or school. So, like, yeah, maybe, like, you at one point did see them around a lot, but now, because, you know, whatever, it could be, like, if this is even before this whole, you know, quarantine thing, maybe, you know, maybe you're in school and one of you guys graduated, or maybe, like, you know, you're at work, but you're not really in the exact same department, you don't see each other that often, you know, whatever. It could be something like that, but I do feel like it's something kind of work-related, because these Pentacle cards right here, you know? Also, like, you know, that's Capricorn energy. Also, we have Leo energy as well. But, yeah, I'm just kind of feeling like, yeah, like this teamwork and collaborative type of effort. Like, I really just feel like you're kind of battling back and forth between being like, I really want to talk to this person, I really want to, like, you know, work with them, communicate with them, just have an excuse to talk to them, but at the same time, I don't know if they feel the same way. I don't know if they're prioritizing me or not. I don't know if it's imbalance. I don't know if I'm thinking about them more than they're thinking about me. If I were to talk to them, you know, if I were to message them, would they respond, or would they leave me on red? You know, that type of energy. So it's just very back and forth. It's like you're worried about, like, saying the right or wrong thing. You're just like, I don't really know how I should go about doing this, and if I should even really speak to them or not. Okay, now for mutual energy with the Strength card, this definitely is the more intense side of the Strength card from the Vice Versa Tarot. I feel like for this mutual energy, I feel drawn to clarify this card first, though. With the Six of Cups in the reverse, this is like, it's like being stuck in the past, and it's like this, just a lot of nostalgia, but, like, you know, I feel like more on the sad. It's like, oh man, I really miss this person. I feel like you guys probably do miss each other a lot. You probably haven't really spoken to each other in a while. It could have been like 6 months to a year maybe, but I feel like, yeah, y'all haven't really spoken to each other in a while, even before this whole, you know, quarantine shit. So yeah, it might be like just this type of, like, longing energy of just like, yeah, I really like wish I could see this person around. I wish I was able to contact this person. Y'all probably thinking about how, like, you know, some people, you know, if this is the time you're watching in quarantine, some people are, you know, sitting at home with their significant other, but, you know, you're both, like, single and you're home, but in your own separate places, your own separate beds, and you're just like, I kind of wish I had someone to cuddle with and be with right now, but, like, I can't, you know. That was kind of random, but I mean, if it's for you, it's for you. But yes, with the Strength card, which is Leo energy, but there's also some Capricorn energy, I kind of feel like this is, like, from their side influencing a little bit of the reading right now. Like, you know, like, this might be you, like, stuck in the past, whatever. It's still mutual, but I feel like it might be more so you, like, with the stuck in the past, thinking about them a lot, very nostalgic over them. And I feel like for them, they're probably, like, really fighting the urge to talk to you as well. Okay? Like, yeah, just, like, the strength and like, she's, like, taming the beast, but there's just, like, a big freaking devil, and like, this lady just kind of stays completely calm with the infinity symbol over her head, which is also, it's also on the Magician card. So maybe there's, like, some manifestation ability or something. I feel compelled to read that, though, because I'm getting a lot of different messages right now from that card. Before I read that, part of me, like, low-key feels like this person has a power to manifest shit and they don't even realize it. I mean, maybe they do realize it. Maybe they got a full-on voodoo doll or some shit, but I don't think that's the case. I don't think you're dealing with the fucking brujo. I think in general, you know, they probably do think about you a lot, and I feel like they probably really want you to, like, you know, cave and talk to them first, but you have, like, really strong willpower, and you are sitting on your hands, and you're like, I'm not gonna fucking do it. I am not gonna fucking do it. And they're like, fucking do it. And you're like, no. So, like, I feel like they really want you to talk to them. Like, they really, really want you to message them. I feel like you are aware of that too, but you're like, no, fuck you. Like, I'm not doing that, because I'm always the one that messages first. I'm always the one that initiates something first, and you need to do it now, you know? That's my intuitive spin out. Now let's see what the book is saying about this. That's really funny if that's the energy. Y'all stubborn as fuck. You're like, no! No, I'm not. Mood, I feel that. Big mood. Alright. I feel like the TV is so fucking loud. I don't think y'all can hear it. I'm watching Friends in the background. Anyway. Yeah, so face your shadow self, your ideas about power and your reluctance to claim it. Release old chains of bondage to anyone who had power over you in the past. You don't have to repeat that pattern. Abuse doesn't always foster more abuse. Confront your demons. Okay. Your power and reluctance to claim it. I do feel like that's kind of, like, in a way, describing what I just said about like, I feel like you do have the power, or maybe like, maybe it's them, or maybe both of you, you know, you both have the power to contact each other. And ooh, mini burp confirmation. Okay, I feel like you guys both do have the full capacity, the full power to like really bring this, you know, in real life, to bring this connection to life and to talk to each other. But I feel like y'all are both being reluctant as hell. You're both being stubborn, and you're just like, I am not going to be the first one to message them back. It's like you guys like basically are just playing this game of like who's going to cave, and you don't want to lose. And it's kind of stupid. I mean, I get it, but it's kind of stupid because it's like, why y'all both doing it, y'all both want to talk to each other, but you're not. And you're both thinking about each other and missing each other and wanting to talk to each other, but you won't. I feel like y'all have each other's phone numbers. You have each other on, like, you know, social media, you know, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, Twitter, whatever, actual phone numbers. Like, I feel like, you know, fucking email. I feel like you guys have the ability to contact each other. You have the ability to, you know, be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? What, you know, how you been? But neither one of you want to be the first one to message the other, okay? So it's just a lot of stubborn energy on both sides, okay? Or if not stubborn, I'm feeling prideful because Leo, okay? Leo energy, it's just very prideful. I feel like neither one of you want to swallow your pride and talk to each other first. I also feel that Spirit is calling me out. Okay, Spirit, thank you. I know. I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. You know, every situation is complicated. Y'all can go on and not message the other person as long as you want. I'm not gonna tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm just letting you know that it's there, because I know I'm not gonna preach and then be the one that's not messaging my person, because I could easily do it, but I'm not fucking doing that. I have my reasons. Y'all have your reasons, but that's just what the cards are seeing. If any of you guys are less stubborn than I am or less prideful, then go ahead. But whatever. So yeah, I feel like that could be the mutual energy. You guys are both just very prideful. There's a lot of Leo energy. Okay, it could also be like something about ego and just like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the one to talk to them first, you know. Just, I feel like something went down. Maybe there was like a mini argument or something last time you really talked to each other, so you're both refusing to, like, you know, say you're sorry, or you feel that whoever initiates the conversation first will have to be the one, you know, to be like, oh, I'm sorry about how things went down, and you're like, I don't want to fucking do that, you know. So you're just like, no, thank you. It's not gonna be me, all right? Now, for your person, I feel a lot of codependency issues, because we have the Devil, and then also the Queen of Cups in the reverse also talks about codependency, and it's also a very intuitive card, so I feel like your person is sitting on their intuition a lot, okay? Like, they're not really trusting their intuition, which again, it could be like, I don't want to talk to this person because I don't know if they even want to talk to me. It's like intuitively you both are like, oh, I know this person likes me, I know that they're into me, I know that feelings are mutual, but then the ego gets in the way, and you're just like, you know what, maybe it's all in my head, maybe this person doesn't even like me, and I wonder if I were to message them, would they leave me on red, or would they actually respond? Okay, so like, and I feel like that's probably something that happened in the past, either with them or maybe like someone else you dealt with in the past that you had a crush on and they didn't like you back or whatever. So I just feel like there's been a lot of bad luck regarding love for both of you, maybe in different ways, but there has been a lot of, like, you know, bullshit happening with this connection. I feel like it's been going for a while with the major arcana cards. It could be a year or a couple years, whatever. Could be like 2 to 3 years, but it could be anything. But yeah, so like, from what I recall in the book, this side of the Devil card talks about like the lovers escaping the devil's shackles, because like those are the lovers right there. But then on this side, it's like they're kind of sneaking away. But at the same time, you can still see the people like right there. Like they're still chained. You know, you can see them from behind. They're not really gone yet. So it's almost like it's almost like there's another person that's just gonna come in and like save the lovers or whatever, that's just kind of sneaking up from behind them. Also, if you look at this, you guys, I really feel like, are mirroring each other a lot, because look at these cards. First of all, you have two intuitive cards on both sides. You know, your hands are tied here, their hands are tied there. Like, there's a lot of mirroring going on. And then also for this, it's like two energies sitting on the throne. You have the horns, you know, there's like some framing going on, and you know, fire. It's just like this very intimidating type of energy, I feel like, for both sides. So I feel that, yeah, I feel like y'all are really mirroring each other a lot, which is definitely some twin flame type of energy. It's like y'all might look different, you know, maybe you have like different, you know, cultural background, different religion, different whatever, different gender, whatever, but y'all basically think and feel the same way about each other, okay? You guys feel and act like the same fucking way. Because even how these cards, just the way how they came out on their side, I'm like, there's a lot of mirroring happening. It's really funny. So, I mean, okay. They might be like slowly getting out of this, you know, codependent energy. They might be like taking back their own power after feeling powerless for a while regarding this connection, because I feel like that they probably were aware that this was something that was kind of out of their control. Maybe they were in a third party situation before, like maybe they were with a karmic and they felt like stuck there, but then they finally left that relationship maybe a while ago, maybe recently, it depends on you, you know, but and I feel like maybe with whatever, you know, past relationships or karmic relationship they were in, like their main vice was codependency, and they would always like, I feel like they're like the type of person, like they probably have been in so many relationships, but they're all short, like maybe no more than like a year, and they I just lose my train of thought. The fuck? Come back. Yeah, okay. So yeah, like they probably have been in multiple relationships before, you know, before meeting you, whatever, just in the past, but they've never really been that long. Like they could have almost been a year, but not quite. And I feel like there's just something about them in relationships, like they can never hold on to them. Not to scare you off, but you probably already know that to an extent, you know, because maybe in the past they were very codependent in relationships. Maybe they relied on the other person a little too much to make them happy, you know, or maybe the reason why these relationships failed is because they weren't really looking for a specific person. You know, it's not like they were like, oh, I like this person, I want to be with this person, oh, we just happen to, like, you know, instead of letting things happen organically, I feel like this person, they just always wanted to be in a relationship just to not be alone, and that's just always how they dealt with being in relationships. Like, it was just a very, very codependent type of energy, okay? So let's see. I feel like they might be like worried that you moved on from them if you guys aren't talking, and that's probably why they want to check up on you, but they're afraid that you might reject them. They maybe are still dealing with a little bit of codependency, or if anything, just sitting on their intuition a lot, like, again, just not really knowing how to talk to you or whatever. They probably still have to get over this, you know, karmic situation, their karma, their codependency, whatever, because the way how it is, it's like really weird. And it's almost like I kind of feel like it's like they're really waiting to be with you, you know, like they're waiting to be with you, but it's almost like they still aren't really doing the work, you know, like they're not really doing, like, you know, the spiritual work, the journey, whatever. They probably did it a little bit, like, I'm not gonna, you know, it depends on how long you've been in this connection. I doubt that they've just been sitting on their ass not doing anything, like just dragging their tail or whatever, dragging their ass, dragging their feet. But there definitely is like this feeling of like they're so behind you when it comes to this connection, you know, that they probably have known for a while that you know, you're someone that they want to be with, whether they know it's a soulmate, spiritual connection or not, but they know that you're someone they want to be with, but like they're just kind of like waiting for you to message them like how you always did, or Maybe, oh, little burp, confirmation. Maybe waiting for someone else. Like maybe if you guys have mutual friends or something, like they're kind of hoping that a friend of theirs will be like a wingman or something, or maybe they want to check up on, you know, if you have social media, they want to check up on your social media through a friend or whatever. Like they don't want to do it themselves. Instead of just asking how you're doing directly or asking other people how is this person doing, they find other ways around it because they want to know what you're up to, but they don't want to, like, you know, like they don't want to swallow their pride, you know, they don't want to lose their ego, surrender their ego, and be like, hey, how's it going? Which brings me to the Hangman card. Because there definitely is, like, not knowing when to ask for help. There's people right there that could be like, hey, you want to let me down? There's a, ooh, wow. Hey, you want to let me down? There's like a little axe right here. You can just cut that little rope and I'll be on my way, you know? But at the same time, it's like, they're not saying anything. Like, they're just kind of dangling, being stupid. It's like, can you fucking talk? Like, can you actually ask for help, please? Like, bitch. Like, damn, like, can you just ask for help? But yeah, like, this card, it does talk about, like, surrendering the ego and not, knowing how to do that. So I feel like, yeah, they could be slowly doing that. Like, you know, that they could be realizing maybe where they were in the wrong and just being like, yeah, I really need to, like, get my shit together and stop, you know, having such a big ego to a point where I can't even talk to this person. You know, it's like they've been trying so hard to play hard to get that they actually lost you, you know? And then, like, with the world on its side, it's like, I don't know, I feel like at times they kind of wish that this whole thing ended, that they can just, like, you know, cut the cord. And other times, like, you know, they want to have this complete fulfillment with you, you know, but it's something about, like, you know, ending of a cycle, but I feel like not fully there yet, you know? And I'm just paying attention to this red cord, which is, like, you know, the symbol of, like, spiritual connections. Like, you're connected by, like, an invisible red cord or red string, whatever. And, like, you're always connected, whether you want to be or not. You're always going to be connected to your person. So I kind of feel like at times they feel powerless because of that. But other times, like, I don't know, it's like they want to talk to you and get closure based off of how you guys interacted before. You know, if there's an argument, whatever, like I said, they want to get closure with that. But I feel like they also, in general, like, they do want to, you know, come back to you, you know? And I feel like with this moon card, like, you know, just like on your end, they're wondering if you feel the same. They're wondering if you would want to talk to them as well. The song NYLA by Black Bear came in my head. It talks about, like, long distance relationships, like, you know, you're in New York, I'm in LA, you know, I drive to work, you take the train until the plane ride, well, no, until the day I'm one plane ride away from New York to LA. Yeah, it's a really pretty song. I can link that. But basically it just talks about, like, long distance type of relationships. And then, like, one part in the song, he just goes, like, do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? So, yeah. Like, it's like, do you miss me as much as I miss you? Are you thinking about me as much as I'm thinking about you? Or am I just, you know, in my head, right? Yeah. It's a mess. But yeah, definitely, like, I feel like this could be a future spouse of yours, okay? Either that, or I'm also kind of feeling maybe I feel like for them, they probably in the past were in a relationship with someone that they saw themselves marrying, or maybe they were married for, like, older viewers. But otherwise, I feel like this is just the type of connection where you both see a life with each other, you know? Even though you were just in the flirting stage and never really got to be in, like, a real relationship with each other yet, you definitely do feel that this is your person. And I'm kind of feeling that too. So there's, like, too many major arcana cards, all that. Another burp confirmation. Yeah, so I mean, well, yeah, that's the energy there. I can pull from the angel answers real quick before I close off your reading. Thank you, Spirit. So, I mean, what else do you have to say about this connection? Will these two, like, you know, communicate soon? Will they swallow their pride and talk to each other? Unlikely. Okay, let's just keep shuffling. I feel like there might be a lot of growing still to do, or ooh, yes in the reverse, and there's something better. And improving health at the bottom of the deck. That's very interesting. That's really weird. I feel like given current circumstances, it could be that you're not really going to see each other for a while because you're stuck at home, or otherwise I feel like y'all have the potential to talk to each other. You have the potential to get in contact, but you're both being stubborn and you're not doing it. So it's like, yeah, you can, but you're not saying anything, you're not doing anything. And then yeah, with the unlikely card, I feel like if you guys keep going about this type of energy of just like being stubborn and like too prideful to even talk to each other, to pick up the phone first, to initiate a conversation first, it's just going to be this, you know, it's going to be an endless cycle, okay? An endless cycle of ego, and it's like you're never going to talk to each other, you're never going to get together. At least not anytime soon, if you both refuse to talk to each other and do anything or say anything. So I feel like one of y'all are gonna have to fucking do something. And there's something better. I feel like this might be just for a few of you guys, just for a few. Don't freak out. Cause like the way I with a flirt in the wedding card. For some of you, this could be like someone that you're just flirting with, and it's more just like a sexual thing, and you might feel that it's like a twin flame or whatever, but it might be a karmic. And I feel like Spirit is telling you this ain't it, this is not your person, don't think that it is, it's like a false twin, whatever. And if that doesn't resonate, obviously that part isn't for you. But like I just feel like with there's something better. I just feel like at least one or two, you know, however many people watch this, there's like a small percentage of people watching this reading right now that are probably asking a question about someone who is not their twin flame, not their soulmate, not their person, okay? If you know, like, this is my person, this is my person, then ignore it. Ignore this message. But if you're not entirely sure, or if there are a lot of red flags, I feel like this is Spirit being like, no, there's something better. This isn't the person that you're meant to be with. This isn't the person you should really be wasting your energy and thoughts over. It's time to, you know, move on from them. And, you know, there's a lot of like karmic, toxic, codependent energy with this person, and it's just time to move on because you're being blind to what's really in front of you, okay? And then otherwise, for other people, there's something better, I feel like it just might not really be the best time right now to communicate, because there still needs to be some healing and growing to do. You know, so I feel like maybe if you guys got together a little too soon, it might end in like a little breakup, like, you know, it might be some very weak on again, off again type of connection, because there's still a lot of maturing that needs to be done, okay? So take that how it's gonna resonate. All right, so thank you, pile number 1. Hope it resonated for you. You can message me for a private reading. I actually just got my website up and going, so it's my freelance website, but at the very last tab there's Brie's Tarot, and you can message me on there, you can pay through there, you can request a reading through there, okay? Otherwise, if you want to kick it old school, just email briestarot@gmail.com, tarots with a little s at the end, tarots, and you can be like, hey, I want a reading, okay? So yeah, thank you, pile number 1. Okay, checking the time. All right, let's move on. Pile number 2. You versus them. Thank you, Spirit. That's funny. The second I said thank you on the TV, Joey Tribbiani says thank you. That's really funny. All right. And yes, I watch Nick at Night every night. All right, so yes, thank you, Spirit. Pile number 2. Let's pick up their energy first regarding their connection with this person. Ooh. Y'all see that? 2 cards. And before anyone gives me shit, these cards are double-sided. So if they come sideways or upside down, I flip them upright, because no one's gonna make cards that you can read backwards and upside down and topsy-turvy, okay? I'm turning it upright. Because I know one person before was like, oh my god, why did you turn it up? Like, bitch, you're dumb. You don't know what you're fucking talking about. Like, bitch, you're dumb. Anyway. Ooh. I just had some coffee. Anyway. Okay, so mutual energy. Between pile number 2 and their person, mutual energy. Okay, that's too many cards. One card, please. Mutual energy. Okay. The sun. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Now, their person. Pile number 2's person regarding this connection. Ace of Swords. It's hot in here. The Tower. Okay. First of all, this is some Leo energy. It's not directly Leo, but the sun does rule Leo. So people, you know, say it's a Leo card. And it's funny because the last pile got Strength card right here. So there is some Leo energy. Also, this is another card that can signify Taurus. So there could be some Taurus energy on their side at least. Okay, now let's just get some clarifier cards from the Shadowscape Tarot. Thank you, Spirit. So let's just clarify pile number 2 first for their side and how they are with this connection. Okay, 6 of Wands, the Fool, Queen of Wands, wow, the Sun in the reverse, and 5 of Wands in the reverse. Nose itches. Now let's do Romance Angel Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. Just give me like a general overview of this connection, please. I'll fix that in this. Something in my eye? Is there like a branch in my eye? Release your ex. Calling in your soulmate. In a second. Ooh. Gosh, okay. That's why I don't like shuffling live. Always a bunch of weird shit happening live. Okay. So with your energy, for one, I feel like the attraction you had for this person happened so freaking fast with the 8 of Wands. It's like a lot of movement, okay? The lightning bolt, at least when doing sexual readings, it's like the ejaculation, you know, doesn't matter what your gender is, but I definitely do feel like there's a lot of sexual energy and a lot of sexual attraction you have for this person, you know, and on the other hand, they could also just find you very attractive as well. It's hot in here, so I'm gonna turn my fan. Y'all are probably literally hot for each other, you know, it's like the Sun card and everything, Tower with the fire and everything like that, so yeah, it could be a lot of attraction, and it's definitely coming from your side as well, or predominantly coming from your side. Okay, so, but this also talks about movement, okay, like I said, like the attraction I feel like just happened really quickly, like it was just very sudden. You probably had just recently met this person, okay, and I feel like you're probably like, we're just calling them in, you know, visualizing the type of person who they are. I feel like they very much are, you know, your type, and like there's someone that you've always thought about before you even knew who they were. But I feel like this is probably a relatively new meeting, because like someone is probably still dealing with an ex right now. Okay, so yeah, this is like a lot. So this side of the Ten of Cups, the good side. This is like, yeah, this is divine. This is love sent from the heavens. Like that's what this side of the card means. Like it's like real, true love for this person. So it could be someone that you just met, but you know, I'm just feeling like just the words like I'm a fool for you. You know, like it's like you feel almost like a fool for just being so into this person because you probably just recently met them and you're just like, why am I thinking about this person so much? Like, what's going on? This is crazy. Like, I just met this person, but I just feel this really intense attraction to them, okay? 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. I feel like, oh, sleepy. Sorry about that. Okay, well, the 6 of Wands, it just talks about, like, pride and, like, victory and everything. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe when you met this person, you're kind of like, I'm gonna win them over, you know? Like, I want to win this person over, or maybe you feel that they won you over, you know? But it's just, like, this type of thing of, like, I'm gonna sweep this person off their feet and get them to, like, you know, love me, okay? Oh, there might be some type of flirting or something. I'm really just getting a lot of, like, love at first sight with this deck, okay? So, like, this could be you or it could be them, however it's gonna resonate. But I just feel like from the moment you saw them, like, from jump, you were just, like, instantly attracted to them. But not just in, like, attracted to their looks. It's almost like you saw it into their soul the second you saw them. You know, you're just like, whoa, it's crazy. I'm gonna turn that down real quick. It's really loud. Okay, I'm back. So let's look at the mutual energy. So with the Sun and the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, it talks about, like, a lot of desire, and I just feel like strong and independent, okay? I feel like one person has probably always been single. They don't really need to be in a relationship. I feel like the other person was just getting out of a relationship when y'all saw each other. I feel like this is very much like, you know, first meeting type of thing. It just feels like so new, especially with the Ace of Swords. It's just new beginnings, okay? I'm gonna look at that. Why am I yawning? Like, what the fuck? I feel like I just get, like, random empathic hits and shit whenever I'm reading. So y'all could be dreaming about each other, you know? Like, maybe after seeing each other for the first time, you know, you just start, you know, you start thinking about each other all the time, dreaming about each other, just wondering when you'll see them again, whatever. Okay, so when the Sun card appears, it bodes well for any situation being considered. It doesn't matter if you have doubts or fears, success is still assured. The universe is working in your favor. If you've been waiting for the right timing for a new enterprise, that time has come. Let your joy loose in the world. Let your light shine. All will be well. Okay, so yes, that is the most positive card in the entire deck. So yeah, I feel like basically, you know, you called in your soulmate and they just kind of showed up like, hey, what's up? How you doing? So I feel like that is the mutual energy between the two of you, of just, like, you know, seeing this person, you know, seeing each other and being like, yep, them, that's my person. That is a person I want to be with. Okay? So this Queen of Wands, I just want to make sure there's not anything I'm leaving out for this. Determination, okay? Like I said, I will win this person over, okay? Enthusiasm, oh no, exuberance, warmth, vibrancy, and determination, okay? So, yeah, just, like, very determined to, you know, to win each other over and being like, and I feel like you both feel this intense energy of like, no matter what, no matter how long it takes, um, whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. Didn't even real watch Degrassi, but yeah, yeah, just like however long it takes, whatever we go through, whatever happens, we're meant to be together, and we're gonna end up together in the end. Okay, just like that type of very determined, very like loving, like it's gonna happen for us type of energy mutually. Okay, so on their side, again, I just feel like it's just this, it's like, oh, I won the jackpot, like, you know, like I feel like y'all were just really happy when you met each other, and you both just really felt like, yeah, this is my person, because like, you know, like they have the sword, and there's the crown, and it's like victory, it's clarity of mind. So I feel like you both fully have this understanding of like, yes, this is my person. Or I feel like this person on this side might think things a little more logically, and you might be like more, you know, physically and emotionally about it. They're more so like thinking about it. But either way, you guys both pretty much came to the conclusion of, yeah, this is my person. However, something is kind of holding it back with the sun in the reverse. They might be the one that needs to release their ex. Okay, like there might be moments where they're like, oh, this is too good to be true. It's too good to be true. Like, what if we get together and they break my heart? What if things don't work out how I thought it would? And just like, yeah, just this very like upset type of feeling of like, what if I lose them? What if I lose them? Because I feel like they really still have a lot of past hurts from an ex where like they did lose them. Maybe they were cheated on. Maybe it was just someone that they really saw themselves being with, and then like things didn't work out. They broke up, and then they were just devastated by it. And it's just like a lot of sadness. And I feel like, I wouldn't say projecting it onto you, but they're just worried that the same thing will happen. And I feel like with you, it's like they know that if they were to lose you, it would hurt even worse than the first relationship they were in, or the one that they're referenced to right now. Okay, so with the Tower card, it was just like a total shake-up. Like, I feel like, this is so corny to say, but I just feel like this is a thing where they're like, oh, my feelings are so strong that it scares me. Like, I fucking hate that, but like, I mean, that's just something that's going on right here. So yeah, they probably have that feeling of like, you know, their feelings are so strong that I feel like they are just kind of running away from it because they don't know how to deal with it. And they, you know, they probably have been in a lot of superficial relationships, or like, you know, relationships when they were younger, and it wasn't as like real as it would be, you know, maybe as an adult. But it's like they know that they have a lot more to lose if you guys were to get together, you know, because I feel like if they probably only dwell on the negative aspect of, oh, well, what if I lose them? Like, what if we get together and then we fight and we break up or whatever, and like, I don't want to lose them. So yeah, instead of just dealing with that, I feel like they just kind of avoid it in general. Okay, this Five of Wands talks about like avoiding conflict, and yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, y'all are around each other and they basically just, they kind of just like, their fight or flight gets triggered, and they basically just kind of run in the other direction because they don't really know how to approach you, how to talk to you, because they're just so afraid of like, of their feelings for you. Like, it's something that they've never really felt before. It's like a really intense type of connection, and they're just feeling like, oh, this is too good to be true. It's too good to be true. You know? I just feel like they're probably like a deer caught in the headlights whenever they see you. And yeah, they just don't really know what to do about it. Kind of in a pussy like fashion, but you know, whatever. It's like, on one hand it's sweet, you know, but at the same time it's like, are you gonna be that much in your head? Like, again, very logical people, so it's like, are you gonna be that much in your head that you're not even gonna talk to this person that you're like, because you're afraid that you might break up later down the line? Like, what if you don't break up? Why are you getting so worked up about it? Like, come on, like, just give it a chance and stop being so afraid. Stop being such a pussy. But I feel like they're being a pussy, you know, so that's just how it's gonna be. I feel loopy. Keep in mind, I basically slept in all day, and then I made some coffee, and I what the fuck. But yeah, Yeah, they're afraid, too good to be true. Should I talk to them? Should I not? I don't know what to do. I don't want to lose them, blah, blah. Let me just avoid them in general because I had some shitty past with an ex that has nothing to do with this person, but I'm afraid to approach this person or talk to this person or start anything with this person because I don't want to lose them in the long run, okay? And you're just like, oh my God, I want to sweep this person off their feet. This is my person, this is my soulmate, I feel it strongly, like this is my person, no matter what, we're gonna be together, we're gonna be together. I feel that they know that beneath the surface, but at the same time, they are being such a pussy right now, okay? Thank you, Spirit. So, I'm not really sure what question I want to ask, because a lot of these are like yes or no cards, you know? Or like something of that, to that vein. But, I mean, let me know what you can tell me about this connection. Okay, thank you. No, and in the near future. Okay, so... Oh, wait. My bad. I'm gonna do one more card. I think I did 3 cards last time. So one more card, please, Spirit. Thank you very much. Is this reference... Oh, no. Is this no card referencing to everything being in their head? Is this all in their head? Okay. I feel like in the near future there will be time to take action, however not right now, because I still feel like there is some runner chaser energy happening. You might be more the runner and they're the chaser, and that does happen regardless of gender. That does seem to happen with the whole divine masculine, divine feminine, you know. The divine feminine tends to be awakened first and they try to initiate something, and the divine masculine just pussies out and just runs away. So I feel like at the moment, not the right time to take action. Just give it a minute to kind of like, you know, simmer before approaching them. And then I feel like with this no card, I feel like this no card is just saying like, no, this isn't all in your head. You're not delusional or crazy for feeling a connection with this person. It's very real. And things will, you know, work out in the near future. You know, don't doubt it. Things will come around quite swimmingly. You just have to give it time. I do feel like this is probably for the people who like are in newer connections. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. So you had just entered the whole awakening and the runner chaser energy, and like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It does take a while, but I feel like just give them a second to understand the mutual energy of the connection, and don't come on too strong just yet. You don't want to scare them off. Just give them a minute to like understand what's happening, I guess. Okay, so thank you, pile number 2. That one was a little bit shorter. I feel like that one's a little more cut to the chase than the last pile was. Okay, so good luck with that. And yeah, don't scare them with all of your, you know, sexual energy, you know. Pile number 3. Hey boo, how you doing? All right. That knock was weak. Oh my god, what the fuck? Cool. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so you versus them. Pile number 3. Let's check in on pile number 3 first. 2 cards, please, on how they are with this connection with this person in question. How's pile number 3 doing with their person? Okay, we have the 4 of Cups and the Hierophant. Remember, always read these cards in the upright because they're already backwards. If it wanted to be read the other way, it would come out the other way. For anyone who is new and is gonna give me shit for it, they are reversible cards. Okay, they're double-sided, I mean. Okay, so mutual energy. The Fool, which is just what pile number 2 had, but in a different spot. Okay, and their person regarding this connection. Pile number 3's person that they're thinking about. Okay, the Emperor. Ooh. And the moon, okay. So we have Aries energy, Pisces energy, Taurus energy. Interessante. Get some clarifier cards. Thank you, Spirit. That was a good knock. That was like a nice, loud, powerful knock. Okay, so clarify. Oh, do you not want to fold? Come on. Anyone does that. That's so annoying. Let's try that again. Spirit. Let's just clarify these cards for you versus them for pile number 3. Ooh. I think the first pile got Queen of Cups. Yes, Queen of Cups, it was on the other side though. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles on its side. The Hanged Man, which is another thing that pile number 1 got. I don't know what it is with pile number 1 and pile number 3 always having some type of connection. Feel free to check out pile number 1 after this if you want to. Okay, now clarify the last card. Ooh, that one wanted to show up. The Star in the reverse, which is Aquarius energy. Let's just get an idea of, ooh. Thank you, Spirit. Let's just get an idea of what type of connection this is, what's going on with this connection. Ooh. Okay. True love and free yourself in the reverse. You cannot free yourself. No, I was kidding. I mean, technically you can. It's one of those moments. Well, damn. I went and I did the whole preachy shit at the very beginning of the reading, be like, not everyone is dealing with the twin flame right now, you know. But I feel like the flavor with my viewers, I feel like y'all are all dealing with it in some type of capacity, because there's always something happening with twin flame or a very deep, like, significant type of connection of some type. Okay, so that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, pile number 3, your side, their side, mutual energy. Okay, so the 4 of Cups. Let's see. I mean, on this side, it's like the person is just ignoring these cups right here. On this side, it's a little bit different. I might want to read the book for that. But I feel like, I'm just paying attention to that ship in the back. It's like you're waiting for the ship to come in. Maybe not accepting other offers right now because you know something better, like something bigger and better is coming along. And you don't want these little small things that aren't really gonna, you know, do you of any good or any service later on. Okay, I feel like there's a very intuitive feeling regarding this connection on your end, and you're just like, no, I know that this is like what I really want, and I don't want to settle for less. Okay, I will look at that though, but let me just look at this first. So the Hierophant, which is again is Taurus energy, and this little baby, I kind of feel like it's like you're under the eye of the master, you know? Like it could be a pretty new connection for you guys. It could be. I'm just kind of getting like apprentice type of energy, which is like really the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so you know, and that could just be, you know, you looking up things about this connection on YouTube and just like looking for, you know, watching tarot videos like this, and they're telling you about the connection and what you need to do and how to, you know, get in touch with your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and you're just like, you know, what should I do? What should I do? Okay, so I'm kind of getting like this energy of like ignoring temptation. Okay, I kind of feel like this is like, you know, it's like you're literally this person, right? And on this side, it's your point of view of these cups. So I feel like you're like really focusing on it. You're really focusing on something, and like you're just kind of like meditating on it, and there's something that you're not quite seeing, but I feel like you're aware that there's something to be wary of, because on the other side of this card there's, you know, there's a crab coming out of it, you know. So I feel like you're just like, I'm not gonna touch these cups because I know that there's a crab waiting in there to clip my nose off or something, so I'm being smart. So I feel like that for every day, that could just translate to, you know, turning down offers from other people that you know aren't really worthy of your time, worthy of your, you know, your divine type of, you know, divine feminine, whatever energy. It could be divine masculine as well. I'm just getting strong feminine energy from the Queen of Cups, but it doesn't have to be. So, what does that translate to? Fuck boy, fuck girl, you know, total players, whatever, people with like empty relationship things. I feel like you're very much like, I'm not gonna waste time getting into like very small, insignificant relationships. I'm not going to face temptation. You know, I know my worth, I know my value, and I'm not going to settle for less than I really deserve, okay? I feel like that's your energy, because I feel like you know. You be knowing, though. Very intuitive. You're just like, I'm not falling for it, I'm not buying it, I'm not gonna settle for all these, like, little players. I'm gonna wait for the right person, which, you know, whether you know it's this person or not, but you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that, you know? I'm not doing that. I'm not falling for it. Okay, so the Ace of Cups in the reverse talks about repressed emotions. Okay? So that could just be talking about that again, where it's like, you know, there's probably people that you do notice that, you know, you are attracted to, but you know that in the end it's best to not interact with those people, and you know to basically ignore them and not let them, you know, occupy your energy and your time. So it's like you kind of squash it down, you know, like it's like I feel like you're basically curving all these other people for this person, because you know that, you know, something's supposed to happen with them, okay? However, I mean, I'll get to the side when I get to it, but I feel like there's some temptation on their side, though, so I don't really know if they're doing the same thing you're doing. I feel like you're being very loyal to them, but are they being loyal to you? Question mark. Ooh, little burp, hiccup-ish confirmation. Okay. So, I'm also looking at that apple, you know, almost like, you know, Garden of Eden, like the apple. Like, it just, a lot of temptation that, you know, could be coming your way, but you're basically just ignoring it. I feel like there's a lot of like childlike innocence with you, or you might be younger, you know, but you're like an old soul. That makes sense, because it's like this, like a little baby, but they're behind the throne of the Hierophant, which is like, it's really powerful. It's like the Pope of the tarot, the religious leader. So I feel like there's like unlocked or like untapped potential you need to unlock, and there's like this very deep, you know, spiritual knowledge, at least regarding this connection, that maybe you're just discovering. Okay, I feel like this could be a new connection with this Fool card, like a very new type of energy going on with this. So yeah, like you might soon unlock this deep knowing, but right now, like, you know, you're kind of just getting started. You know, you haven't fully like reached, like, you know, your higher self, your fifth dimensional whatever. It's still very like low vibrational energy. So it's like, you know, I feel like at the moment it's like, you know, this is a crush, you know, or it obviously could be something stronger, but it just comes across as a crush, right? A crush, and, you know, there could be other people asking you out, and you're like, no, I'm good, I like someone right now. And it's like, even though this person has not committed to you at all, you're still being loyal for them. Like, you're being loyal for a crush, someone who's you're not even with yet, but you know that you're gonna end up with them, so you're not accepting any other offers from anyone else. okay? But I feel like with that, there is a little bit of like a naivety going on here. I'm not saying that like that's not a bad thing. Well, like just naivety is not good, but like I'm saying like with being loyal to the person you like, that's not bad. But you guys aren't together yet, so I feel like if you wanted to, you know, explore other options in the meantime, you can. You don't have to keep yourself in a cage for someone that's not even with you, because in all honesty, I feel like this person could easily turn around and be in a relationship with someone else at any given moment, and you'll be sitting here feeling stupid. So I feel like Spirit is trying to be like, you very much are allowed to date someone else in the meantime, okay? With this Free Yourself card, yeah, it's time to take back control of your life. It's like you have full control. You do have full control of your life, but you're basically closing yourself off to simple pleasures, you know, wink wink, in life, because you're being loyal to this person. And you know, not saying that they're like a snake, not saying they're a cheater or whatever, but I just feel like they might be like, you know, they might think of things a little more logically, or you know, they probably think of things a little more in a very sexual or sensual type of way. You know, they could be a little bit of a player themselves. And if someone tempted them, if they met someone that they were attracted to and they're talking to, they could easily be in a relationship tomorrow, and then you'll be over here crying, upset, being like, I was so loyal. So many people asked me out, and I never, you know, accepted it. I turned them down, and this person. But I feel like what Spirit is trying to say, they'd be like, honey, that you're not in a relationship yet. You know, you can't be over here being extra loyal for someone that you're not even with, because yeah, I feel like they do get tempted. At least right now, they do get tempted. I feel like it's a very new connection, right, with you guys, and again, like they're probably still on dating apps hooking up with people, and you're over here like, you know, not even looking at someone who just smiles at you in public, you know. So like, be careful with that, because it's like, you know, it's honorable, it's very sweet that you're showing loyalty, but you're showing loyalty a little prematurely right now, okay? That's what I'm getting. And I am guilty of that. That's what happened to me when I met my person a couple years ago. I was, you know, like someone literally asked me out. I didn't know who that person was. I was not attracted to them, but yeah, someone asked me out and I was just like, no, I already like someone, whatever. And then like a few months later, my person had a girlfriend that they got with their karmic, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know, so it's like you know, you don't have to be in a relationship if you don't want to. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, because this is like the 9 of Pentacles. I feel like the 9 of Pentacles being on its side, I feel like that's just applying to the situation where you're probably both single, but they would immediately jump at the chance, you know, if someone were to ask them out or offer them sex or something, they would immediately take it. But for you, you're kind of like, I'm fine single, and I'm gonna turn down literally anyone that shows me attention because I don't like them. I like this person. But it's like, I feel like Spirit is saying like that's kind of a foolish way of thinking. It's a little naive. It's a little childish. You know, it's sweet, but it's very naive. So I feel like Spirit is really just saying like, get your freak on now. I don't know. I just feel like for any of y'all who don't want to hear this, this is what Spirit wants to say to y'all. This is what Spirit wants to say. You don't have to be too loyal to someone you're not even in a relationship with. Like, you know, once you're together, yeah, be loyal as much as you want to. You know, you should be. That's a basic rule of being in a relationship, unless it's like, you know, polyamorous or something. But I feel like the person that you're dealing with, they, you know, I wouldn't say that they're like, you know, a man whore, you know, a fuckboy, fuckgirl, whatever. But I feel like, again, they're looking at it a little more logically, and if, you know, if they haven't, you know, had sex in a while, or they've been single for a while, and someone else comes along and asks them out, or asks them on a date, or they match with them on like Tinder or something, they're still gonna go out with them. They're still gonna hook up with them. They're not gonna be like, oh no, sorry, I can't go out with you because I have a crush on someone that I don't even talk to at all. But you know, like they're not thinking of it that way. Okay, so I feel like you're being a little too loyal to someone that isn't really yours yet. You know, it's like a little bit too much of a hopeless romantic. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. Okay. So yeah, I feel like you guys are hopeless romantics. Where they would probably, you know, be fine being in a relationship with, like, you know, anyone. Not to say they're desperate, but I feel like, you know, again, if someone asked them, like, just for the hell of it, they'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But I feel like you guys, like, you might be like a Taurus Venus or something, you know, you just like have Taurus in your chart somewhere. And yeah, again, Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus, and I just feel like you guys are like total hopeless romantics, and you just want to be with your forever person, and you don't want to settle for like little relationships. Okay, because look, Taurus, sensuality, comfort, stability, romance, artistry, steady and calm energy. I feel like you want something more steady. You're probably one of those, I'm sorry, head asses that will post on Twitter and be like, I'm dating for marriage, and you probably been saying that since you were like 16 years old, and it's like, don't you have homework to do? Like, you can date just to date. It's a very immature way of thinking to be like, oh, the next person I date is going to be my future spouse. No, you can date just to date. You can date just to be in a relationship. You can date because you find someone attractive. You don't have to be like, oh, I don't want to date you because you're not my future spouse. Don't think that way, because they're not thinking that way. I can tell you right now, they are not thinking that way. Okay? Like, they probably think more intuitively. Also, I feel drawn to read that for, yeah, because they're kind of impulsive, low-key. Okay, so Aries, identity, impulsivity, courage, bravery, action, fiery and temperamental energy. And then also with the Pisces energy, they got merging, transcendental, spiritual, empathy, boundlessness, wonder, and intuition. I feel like they're just gonna jump on their intuition. If someone asks them out, they're just gonna be, oh yeah, sure, why not? But you're over here basically like restricting yourselves because you want something more stable with this person, but you're not there yet. So if someone asks you out, whatever, you know, you don't have to. If you don't find them attractive, don't. But you know, but like, don't act like you're married. You're not married to this person. Don't act like you're taken when you're not. You know, you're single, so act single, you know. And so for, yes, Venus, see, Venus, I love Taurus, you know, Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Your romantic relationships, social skills, interaction, blah, blah, that's what Venus is, blah blah. Yeah, I feel like you can look into that more. But yeah, you could have you know, either Taurus or Libra somewhere in your chart. I'm getting more Taurus because I don't see any air energy here, but I just feel like you guys, like, you're definitely hopeless romantics and you want something more stable, and I feel like you mainly want that with this person. I feel like you are aware that this is like a strong connection. It's not flat out saying that it's a strong connection. It's not flat out saying that it's your soulmate or twin flame, whatever. Like, this could allude to divine masculine energy. This could allude to spiritual connection. It could be. It's not saying that though, but if you feel it, you feel it. But with a true love card, I feel like, you know, you probably saw this person and you do feel that this is a strong connection or has potential to be, but it's not right now. So until that actually happens, you're allowed to flirt, you're allowed to date. You don't have to act like you're taken, because you're not taken. So do not act like you're taken. Okay? You are very much single, so you're allowed to do whatever you want, okay? So yeah, the mutual energy, like I said, this is a very new connection. I feel like you guys are both single, but again, it's kind of faltering on its side because at any given moment, they could easily be in a relationship with anyone else. You know, they probably don't like being single. For you, I feel like you're fine with being single, but you kind of, you know, go down a rabbit hole with it because maybe at times you are like, it'd be nice to be in a relationship, but you turn it down because you are just that. It could be with literally anyone. It doesn't have to just be with this person, but I feel like maybe throughout your entire life in the past, when you get a crush on someone and you take a little too far and you're like in love with this person and you're like, you know, daydreaming about them and you only ever think about them, you're very ride or die for them and you barely even talk to them, you know. If you were in the talking stage, that'd be different, maybe. You know, if you were in the talking stage and you're flirting and you both make it clear that you like each other, that's different. But I feel like in this particular circumstance, it's not like that. So Spirit is definitely trying to be like, please do not put yourself in a box right now. This is a very new connection. It's going to take a while before you guys get together. They're probably going to date someone else. There's probably going to be a third party situation in this connection because it's very new. So please do not stay single just for them. If someone asks you out and you find them attractive, go ahead. If there's someone else you know, you can flirt with them, whatever. No one's saying you have to marry that person. You might very well marry this person, but in the meantime, just do what feels right, and kind of, I feel like, take note from this person more and be a little bit more not impulsive, not reckless, but just rely on your intuition a little bit more and be like, you know what, sure, you know, like, don't be so quick to turn down offers, you know, because I feel like you probably have always done that when, you know, you've probably just been dead single forever because, you know, you probably are those people that you always get a crush on someone, and when you get a crush on someone, you probably never talk to them, you know, I feel like it's always repressed feelings, you never tell them how you feel about them, but you basically are crushing on them in silence, and you're thinking about them, and you're staring at them from afar, and, you know, you're writing about them in your journal or some shit, you're maybe tell your friends, oh, I like this person, but they probably have no idea that you like them, so they're not gonna turn down anybody. They're gonna still date other people while you're over staying single for them. They probably don't even know that you like them, and you're being loyal for what? You don't have to. You're not together. Not right now. Okay? It's like I mean, I kind of already said it for them, but I feel like onto their energy. So yeah, the Emperor, which is, again, like, that's the Aries card, and the Hanged Man. This is like Epiphany. Well, see, the Hangman is like, they are stuck because, like, they literally are hanging on, like, the barracks, whatever, or this person just hanging on, like, a branch, and they really can't move or go anywhere. Like, they're literally stuck. I have this Free Yourself card. I feel compelled to read that. That's funny because in general, the Emperor card, it does talk about, like, a steady foundation and everything. But I feel like for them, they kind of falter back and forth. And also, the Emperor comes right before the Hierophant. I feel like you might have more willpower with, like, you know, staying single and wanting structure than they do. I feel like at times for them, they do kind of falter back and forth. Okay, so that side. You bear your responsibilities well, and you can be justifiably proud of what you have accomplished, but the strictness with which you go about your duties is taking a toll on you. Not everything has to be set in stone. Leave some room for growth and change. If you are afraid to face the darker parts of yourself, you won't be able to help others with their own darkness. Okay. I feel like this person is more stable, yes, but in different ways. So I feel like it's more career-wise. Like, you know, they're probably just very, like, you know, very hard-working people. And they, let's see, I want to see what planet rules Aries. What was, like, Pluto, Mars, something? Yeah, Mars. I act. So motivation, initiative, confidence, sex drive, and desire. Okay. So, yeah, they could, yeah, they could be an Aries, Mars, or, like, you know, Aries rising, whatever. But, like, if they have Aries in their chart, that is ruled by Mars, which is I act. Okay, so I feel like they're very motivated people. They're very hardworking and everything, and I feel like maybe it could be you know, their work life that kind of gets in the way of this connection, because, like, you know, I feel like they don't really want anything to get in the way of, like, their grind or something. So they probably have a lot of moments where they just flat out do not talk to you. They're too busy to really talk to you or do this or that because they just have so many other things happening in their lives. And honestly, I feel like that's probably one thing that is gonna put you in a little bit of a rabbit hole, at least currently in this situation, because you might feel like they're like, oh, they don't have time to be in a relationship, but I know that they like me, so I'm just gonna wait for them and stay loyal to them, and the second they're ready to be in a relationship, they'll come to me. But then while that's happening, you know, they're gonna randomly be in a relationship impulsively just to kind of, like, you know, I don't know, just as a way to, like, spend time or something. Ooh. Wait. Why did I sneeze? Anyway. Yeah, so I feel like they might end up in like a little, like more of a sexual, you know, not really a deep relationship, but they might end up being in some type of relationship just to kind of pass the time. That's what I was trying to say, pass the time. Like, sure, why not? And I feel like it's gonna be really confusing because you'll be like, wait a minute, I thought they didn't have time to be in a relationship. Like, what the hell? But I feel like, again, if you're suppressing your feelings, they're not gonna know that you like them, you know? You probably aren't really being as clear as you think you are, basically. So I feel like they're not aware that you're into them in the slightest. Maybe they overthink things or whatever, but they're not really aware of that. Like, there is some mystery happening here. So I feel like, you know, they're gonna end up being in a relationship with someone else impulsively because they don't know how you feel. So they could easily have feelings for you, but, you know, because they don't know if you like them back, they're just gonna be like, fuck it, I'll just be in a relationship that's a little bit more meaningless than this one, because I feel like if I got with this person, it would be like, you know, a lot, and I'm just too busy to really be in like a real, you know, a deep relationship. But I can just, you know, fuck around and be in like a flirty sexual relationship, no problem, because if we break up, it doesn't matter, you know. So it could be that type of energy. And I feel like when it comes to you in this connection, like, there is some type of like weird strictness, whatever, but I'm just getting the energy of like, with when it said like nothing is set in stone. I really feel like they're coming to terms with that, with this connection, at least for right now. You know, again, this feels like a very new type of connection, like, you know, maybe separation is on the horizon. Like, it's like a new type of, you know, spiritual twin flame connection, if that's what it is. It doesn't have to be that. I don't really fully think it is, but it's still some type of significance, some type of strong attraction. There's a lot of major arcana cards, so it could be some type of divinely guided connection. But anyway, so I feel like with them not fully knowing where you stand and where they stand in the relationship, they're just gonna be like, not everything's set in stone, you know. I thought we would end up together. I thought we both liked each other, but I mean, they're not really speaking up, they're not really fessing up about their feelings. So, and that kind of will make them feel this like stuck energy of like, okay, do I just move on from them? Do I try to give it a shot? Do I wait around for them to approach me, or do I approach them, whatever? And then I feel like that's just going to kind of result in them just being tempted by other people, okay? I feel like this might be a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be, or just someone who's attracted to females, but I feel like just with this moon card, like, I just feel like there is a feminine energy that is going to tempt them a lot sexually, and just make them very, very impulsively just kind of jump into a relationship or like a sexual thing with them, because they're just gonna have this, oh, nothing's set in stone. Yeah, like, I liked this person, but I'm now dating this person, you know. So just be careful with that, okay? Because again, if you don't tell them how you feel, that they're not going to get that at all. And then the star in the reverse. Yeah, I'm just feeling like with a star in the reverse, it talks about like hopelessness, you know. So I kind of feel it's like on your end you're like hopeless romantic, but on their end they're like, oh, this is hopeless. Not anything against you, I just feel like, again, they don't know where you stand, they don't know your feelings, so they might hold off for a while and be like, oh yeah, no, I think something might happen with this person. But I feel like after a certain amount of time goes by, they're just gonna be like, I don't think anything's gonna happen with this person. I feel like this is hopeless. I give up, whatever. And then they're just gonna be tempted by the next person they see. You know, they're just gonna be tempted by the next person that shows interest in them, and they're just gonna jump into a relationship. Okay, and I'm speaking from experience. This happened to me. This happened with my person. Like, you know, I like them. I always made the first move. I always talked to them. I stopped doing that, and I was like, I'll let them come to me. I'm tired of trying so hard for this thing to happen. They're not giving me time of day. They're so busy with work and everything. They're always doing other stuff, you know, and they don't really show attention. And then, like, you know, I feel like they then had a female friend they hang out with a lot, And, you know, I feel like she really wanted to be in a relationship with him, and he probably was like, no, I kind of like this other person. No, I feel like something's gonna happen. And I feel like his friends probably were like, dude, y'all don't even talk to each other. This you know, this person, you know, you guys hang out with each other a lot, you guys get along, and she obviously, like, she would just go for it, whatever. So then he got tempted, and they got into a relationship. Now, it didn't last. They broke up before they were together for a year, but I'm just saying, like, you know, this could happen to you guys. It's the third party. It's the karmic relationship. It happens all the time. This could happen with you guys, where, like, if you wait too long to make a move or say something, they're just gonna think you're not interested in them, and they're just gonna be tempted by this other person, like this third party that just kind of comes in, you know, turns them on, is sensual, sexual, whatever, gives them, like, you know, a superficial sexual offer, and they're just gonna accept it, you know. So just be careful with that. I'm just letting you know that. Be careful. Also, because I was reading this, I also want to look into Aquarius, because the star is Aquarius as well. I mean, it is in reverse, but Aquarius is innovation, future trends, technology, new age, exacting and keenly focused. And Uranus is I evolve, which is Aquarius. Seeking freedom, for yourself, unconventional, standing out, rebelling, intuition, and opportunity. Okay, so I kind of feel like, for the wrong reasons, this person might kind of seize the opportunity to be in a relationship with someone, but it's not going to be you. At least in this current energy of you not really telling them how you feel, you know? Or to the opposite of that, they just feel that maybe their opportunity with you passed, that the opportunity with you is long gone. So the second this new, you know, tempting person comes in, they're just gonna be like, yeah, sure, why not? And they're just gonna jump into a relationship with them. So again, be careful with that. And don't be too, you know, it's like, don't be like standoffish with them and then also rejecting other people that are showing interest in you, because that's just gonna make you single, and that's gonna make them move on. Okay, that's all I'm saying. All right, and now let's look at this. Thank you, Spirit. So tell us more about this situation with pile number 3 and their person. You're ready? Oop. Ask for help from others. And the situation will improve in the reverse. Okay. We have compromise at the bottom of the deck, but yeah, I feel like with the You're Ready card, I feel like it could be saying, like, at least for right now, you are ready to venture out and be with other people, and, you know, until something a little bit more stable happens with this person. Like, you don't have to just stay single and reject other offers for this person, because again, I don't think they're gonna do that right now for you. If it's a very new connection, their heart isn't fully in it yet, or if it is, they kind of deny that it is. Ask for help from others. I mean, if you have like a wingman, a friend that's like mutual or something, you know, you could kick it middle school style and be like, oh, ask this person if they're into me, or see if they're single or whatever, you know. I don't know. Or I feel like even your spirit guides can kind of help you out with this connection too, and put you guys in the same situations that you're really going to be able to talk to each other. But yeah, if you have like mutual friends, I guess, like, just kind of put yourself out there and be like, you know what, I'm kind of into this person, what's the deal on them, you know? Do what you feel. And the situation will improve in the reverse. I feel like currently there's nothing crazy dire about the situation, but just know that if they do bring in a third party, and they are with the karmic, it's not going to be for long. And trust me, like, you know, if you guys are meant to be together, you're going to end up together in the long run. It doesn't matter if they date a karmic, because in the end, you know, once they're in that relationship and it ends, they're gonna realize that they really want to be with you, you know. So don't, like, you know, cry and be upset and be like, oh, I give up on love the second, if you know, they get into a relationship with someone else. Okay, that's just the karmic, that's a third party. It doesn't last. It just teaches them a lesson so that they fully recognize that you're their person. Okay, so whew, this read past me to filth. So I feel like y'all are, this is a very new connection for you guys, because this is something that I dealt with in like the past year or so, and they just got out of a relationship with their person a couple months ago. You know, but I dealt with this whole thing for like a year. So if y'all are like newer to the relationship, again, be open to other options, other opportunities, other offers, and don't turn them all down just to be ride or die for someone you're not even in a relationship with. Okay, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Spirit is not going to give you a hard time for dating someone else. Do not think to yourself, oh, that's immoral to be in a... No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. You're not together yet. You're not married. Like, you're not together at all. It's just someone that you feel you could be with, that you like, but you're not together, so you don't have to be loyal to them. They're not yours yet, okay? Because then it just becomes a codependency issue, okay? So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I'll see you guys next time.